Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about The Boys issue 4. And man, I gotta tell you, this issue is fully loaded with a bunch of information, a bunch of crazy pages, a bunch of crazy art. I mean, it's a really good issue. And let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit. We basically start out in kind of like a frat boy setting, like a fraternity kind of like setting. We got a bunch of dudes running around naked and stuff. And we got we assume that they're the superheroes that we've seen in the previous issue, all stacked on the board, and it's just a house full of them. They're running around, and it seems like as if someone's watching them. And we find out that Huey got binoculars, and he's watching this whole thing through the window of the opposite building, just sitting there and taking notes and observing what's going on. And then we're basically launched into like a hall meeting of the 7, and there we're introduced to the Deep. We're introduced to Jack from Jupiter. We see Maeve there. We see Homelander, Black Noir, A-Train, and Starlight. And we got A-Train throwing all these jokes at Starlight, and he keeps joking around while Homelander's having a meeting, and Homelander's really not liking it. And unlike Justice League, Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman, the kind of talks that they would have, these guys seem to be discussing more points and who's making more money and who is the more favorite superhero, who has more movies out. And basically, we're taken into a scene where Homelander confronts A-Train for making all those jokes during the meeting, and we get kind of like an exchange and dialogue, and A-Train's kind of on his knees. We even see Homelander basically hit him with he doesn't hit him, but he basically turns on the laser eyes, and they're kind of like the dark side laser eyes. They're like red, and they got like little flames coming out of them. I mean, it's pretty cool. And he grabs A-Train and threatens him. And after that scene, Starlight's actually watching that whole thing unfold with A-Train and Homelander. She's down the hall, kind of like hiding in the corner, so it's pretty cool. She kind of gets to see her role models and how they really are and how they interact with each other. And then we're launched into a scene with Butch and Director Rayner, or Miss Rayner, and they seem to be having a kind of like on and off relationship where he's giving her some intel and she's giving him some intel. And we're launched then into like a red carpet event with Mother's Milk, and we just kind of see him in a bag in the movie theater watching these other superheroes sitting with like their dates and stuff. And basically we learn that this entire issue they've been collecting info on this particular group of soups, and we learned that everyone's been doing their part. Mother's Milk, Huey, and when Huey's turn comes up to give intel on what he's been seeing going on in this house, he gets injected with something in the throat, starts losing it, starts going crazy, he starts panicking, and we find out that Butch had just injected him with some kind of compound that makes that gives him superpowers. And that's basically where we're at with this issue. And we're gonna wrap it up. And thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate you guys. I'm still learning as we go. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section. And you can always DM me if you want to talk more about the comic, or if you have any cool comics to suggest. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye.